and it feels like it's coins. Oh my goodness gracious me. You're in for a coin video. So, numismatic people, rejoice. Stackers, prepare yourself. Oh my word. Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, what I like to do is to create videos that I would have found helpful when I first got out looking for treasure. Today's video is potentially a conclusion. This is a bag, and if you haven't seen the previous videos in the series, all this other stuff came out of this bag. And a good friend of mine's dad passed, and this was one of the things that they discovered. Now, I understand that these things were from his dad and his grandpa, and I guess his grandpa or his dad, I'm not clear which now, did a lot of like pawn shopping, had friends with pawn shops. So would end up with things from the pawn shops, but they also maybe did metal detecting. There's also potentially coin collecting going on. And we have been pulling out all sorts of interesting, fascinating things in this series. This is our gold bin. This is our silver bin. There's other silver over here. But without further ado, why don't we just pull out what's going on in here? So this is Citizen State Bank. So this just looks like it's from Washington State. And it feels like it's coins. Oh my goodness gracious me. You're in for a coin video. So, numismatic people, rejoice. Stackers, prepare yourself. Oh my word. Okay. What do we do here? So we have a roll of nickels, looks like. I'm seeing what they call junk silver. Looks like there were dimes in here. What do we got? I think this is a roll of mercury dimes. Oh, it's just a roll of dimes. But they are all silver. Look at that. Got some... What do we have? So we got some mercury dimes. Now, I don't know which ones are worth a premium. What I'll try to do for this video, since I know there's a lot of really keen coin folks out there, is we'll try to make sure that we got clear shots of what these dates are. Now, my buddy, none of this stuff is going to go anywhere. This is all in the family. And my buddy would really appreciate comments on, you know, what maybe we should have a closer look at. So I'm seeing we've got, what do we have? 35, 45, 43, 39, 42, 38, 21. Then we got 54, 64, 56, 64, 64. Sorry, I should have zoomed out for that. I apologize. 52. And then like there's some marks here. Those I'm not sure what these marks are. These maybe it's nothing. Maybe I'm just my imagination. But that almost looks like a W or something. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not sure what that mark means. We can always revisit any of these things. You know, leave a comment. If there's something that needs to be revisited, we will absolutely go ahead and do that. We are definitely stepping way outside of my knowledge at this point. So this video, I think, is going to be for you coin folks. We will basically just go through a bunch of coins. For those that are not coin folks, I'm not really going to be able to tell you much about these. Certainly not in a video like this. But I suspect that if there is something that's really good, the folks in the comments will tell us. Now, I know these 1964 Kennedy half dollars are 90% silver. I think the later ones are still, so we got 64 and 65. I think these ones are silver, but they're not as much silver, is the deal. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Please correct me in the comments. But like up to 67, I thought it was something like 50% silver was what was going on with those. But again, I am not an expert on any of these. But I know for sure the 64s. And then of course, you know, we've got a Benjamin Franklin 60. Those are 90% silver. Oh, look at that. 1939. This feels like aluminum. What is this? Steamliners. Union Pacific. Road of the Steamliners. And the Challenge. 1939, San Francisco Bay. Golden Gate International Exposition. Interesting. I think that's aluminum. Yeah, I think there's just stuff in here. Look at that. What do we have here? We have tax commission, sales tax, state of Washington. The most... Wow, that was a Buffalo nickel. I'm not sure what's going on there now. More tax tokens. Got some Buffalo nickels. That one is 27, looks like. 64 again. So we got 90% silver. Canada, 1956. It's kind of a cool coin. I've never seen one of those, but I'm guessing that's silver. 68 Kennedy, so I think that's 71. Now here, okay. Now this is one trick that I do know. See how this has that copper band in it? That's clad, that's not silver. These I think have some silver, whereas this one has 90% silver, which you can't really tell from the side, but you can tell the ones that have silver in them versus no silver. So, all right, we'll set that over here. What a mix, huh? 67, so that one goes there. Well, that's going back a little bit. 1908. Half dollar. That's also, what? That's going to be 90%, right? What a mix. What is this? What the heck? Wow, that is cool. It almost looks like it was it smashed? Was it a coin that got turned into jewelry maybe? Or was it actually, did they smash the design into it? I don't know. All right, coin folks. Let us know in the comments what's going on here. It looks like maybe it was damaged. Wow. All right, so we just have a little bit of everything. Then we have a King George penny from 1938. 1956. Quarter. So these are all 32. These are all silver. 34. 39, 26, 36, 35, 35, 37, 36, 64. So 64 is, of course, the cutoff date. After 64, they're no longer silver. 39, 35, 43, 34, 37, that's Canadian, 37, 35, 36, 36, 38, 35. I'm going to set these over here before they start falling down. All right, let's keep going with these quarters for a minute, shall we? What do we have? We have 36, 37, 35. Looks like there's a lot of these in the 30s, huh? 64, 42, 54, 35, 64, 39, 45. That's a pretty nice looking coin. 34. Oh, that one goes back. That's what the Walking Liberty, isn't it? $quarter? No, maybe no, the Walking Liberty $half. Yeah, I don't know what that one is. I can't read the date on it. Old quarter. All right, we'll set that next to our other quarters here, and we'll keep going. There's more quarters. Look at that. 35, 34, 36, let's get some of these out of the 64, 64. Oh, okay, there's a Walking Liberty $half from 45. Man, those are pretty coins. 64, 63, 62. Oh, another Walking Liberty there. 43, 57, 67. Over there you go. 63. All right. 64. 60. Okay, we got another one of those tax tokens. Okay, now we're back down to quarters again. We've got 64, 37, 38, 34. Man, these quarters definitely saw a hard life, didn't they? All right, let's keep going. Oh, there's another one of our Walking Liberties. That one's 37. There's something from Tonga. I don't think that's anything. That is a Slick V. Is that a nickel? From 1898. I don't know what those are made of, but we're just going to set that over there. There's a modern 1964 Canadian. Are those silver? I'll have to look that up. I know 64 for America, but I don't know 64 for Kazakhstan. 37, 30, what is that? 64, 36, 37. Some tax tokens. Let's see if we can get through all the quarters here. There we've got 37, 36, 36, 62, 39, tax token. Is that all of our quarters? Tax token. I think that might be the last of our quarters. Okay, so over here you go. And I would say in a previous video too, since we're doing a bunch of coins here, there's a 41 quarter, and then a 57 Roosevelt, and a 29 Mercury, and a 41 Mercury, it looks like. Yeah. All right, those are from another portion of all of this this hoard. Okay, so we got some pennies. You know, I'll go through pennies if people want to at some point. Looks like we've got a Indian head. I don't know. There's so many dimes here. Are dimes worth going through? You know, leave a comment. At this point, I think I'm probably only the most diehard coin folks are probably with me still. And I don't know how entertaining it is. I'm not one to be able to do coins so much because I just don't know them. And aside from like showing them to you and giving you a date, I don't know. That's not it's not the type of thing that I've done before in videos. And I don't know if I'm boring everyone to death, or I'm doing it wrong in some fashion. But I think what I'm probably going to do at this point is, let's pull out some of these nickels here real quick. 41, 45. There's a 1909 nickel. Put that with the other early nickel. And we'll just gather up all these dimes and see if we can get through them, I suppose. In for a penny, in for a pound. Or in for a penny, in for a silver dollar. Let's see if we can just... Man, I love that sound. Silver is just so melodious compared to our new clad, isn't it? And you can just tell it's silver. Okay. Let's just go through our dimes, shall we? All right, so we're not really sorted, but we have Mercury. That's a 34. 63 Roosevelt. 36 Mercury. 35 Mercury. 64 Roosevelt. 64 Roosevelt. 56 Roosevelt. 64 Roosevelt. 67. Look at you. You're not silver. Off to Hades with you. 53. We got a Mercury here of 1916. 64. Another Mercury of 36. 56 Roosevelt. Oh, that's probably a 64. It's in very nice shape. 64, 64. 64, 64. 59. All right. I guess we're getting through these pretty quick. What do we have? 59. Oh, another Mercury. 39. 62. 58. 64. 64. Oh, there's a Mercury of 1930 something. It got messed up there. Roosevelt, 57, 65, 51, 62, 64, 54, 64, 62, 40, 46, and then 27 Mercury, 58, 57. And we'll probably put these into baggies, I think, for my buddy, so that they're at least sorted. What? Canadian. 63. I don't know if those are silver. or some silver. I think with the Canadian coins, like the silver content, it definitely went down over time. 53 Roosevelt. 63, 59, 57, 63 with a, what is that? 63 with a something there. I don't know what that is. I don't feel like I haven't seen that on all of them. Maybe I'm just zoning out. 55, 58, 65, 62. There's a Mercury. 36. 56. 64. 64. 52. 59. 64. 56, 53, 64, 68, 51, 64, 1918, 58, 64, 65, 39, 1919. And then the last of these, 54. They're all silver, looks like. 64. 64. It got toned, didn't it? Look at that. That's cool, actually. I wonder how that happens. I'm going to set that one aside. I don't know if toned Roosevelts are things anyone likes, but 64, 64, and last but not least, 54. All right, I'm going to call that good on this particular video. I think that you folks have potentially had enough of coins. We'll see what else is in this bag. There's still more coins. So hopefully you like this video, because I'm probably going to be making another one momentarily.
Like this, I've been Thomas.